Hey, what's going on, guys? Michael here, and today I'm here to review the Chainsaw Man Rize movie. This is going to be a spoiler review, so I am going to go in depth talking about certain moments in the movie where, things transpired. So, please, just you can watch it after you finish watching the movie, but, yeah, I'm going to go into the movie. First of all, absolutely amazing movie, 10 out of 10. Literally, I just got home, had to talk about it because it was so good. So the movie, I see it as in a simplified way. There is a slice of life segment, and then there is just an action sequence. The slice of life sequence was absolutely amazing. I mean, we have such great moments with Denji, and Rize. Just so cute, wholesome, kind of Fujimoto-esque, if that's the author. I don't remember the author's name, forgive me. But yes, you can see the weirdness in his implications of slice of life. I mean, Denji and Rize literally met up in a telephone box when it was raining. That is very cliche. But what I love about that is towards the end, it was revealed that Rize was like a secret agent from Russia. Correct me if I'm wrong. And she had to like find a way to meet up with him, so it was perfect. And now that I'm thinking about it, was the rain that made Denji meet up with Rize caused by the typhoon? Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it. But anyways, the slice of life moments with Denji and Rize just made me smile, it was fun, it was wholesome, really cool to watch. But like maybe a fourth into the movie, there was this random killer who was introduced, and I loved his vibe. Like literally, he was a psycho killer. It was scary. I got jump scared once when I zoomed into his eye and made a loud sound effect. I watched it in IMAX. Not sure if that's the best format, but yeah, like the speakers went crazy. Speaking of like IMAX format, I don't know if this is just for IMAX, but throughout the whole movie, my ears were destroyed. But have they never been blessed? And yet, from Rize teaching Denji how to swim, I busted out laughing when Denji, like, it just panned to him and he's like, I have Makima, and then it panned back to him and he was just naked. I mean, if that isn't a more, like, funny, goofy, weird. But one thing I will say before I proceed is, this is the type of movie where if you get the wrong crowd, it's going to be very uncomfortable. I mean, first of all, the movie is 18 plus, right? So you're going to have 18-year-olds and, a younger audience. Luckily, not teenagers, not kids, but a younger audience still watching the movie. And particularly with the scene where it showed like what I almost said Majima, sorry, Makima and Rize in their like bras and underwear. Some people on the left of me, I kid you not, like took a photo. And how I know that is he forgot to turn his flash off. Or maybe the iPhone like, turns on the flash whenever someone takes a photo in the dark. But oh my gosh, man. First of all, aren't you 18, at least 18 years old because you bought the ticket? Second of all, Rize is like 16, same age as Denji. Okay, without without getting too heated, that was gross. I mean, can we have some emotional maturity? For me, how I saw the scene was Denji is just your teenage boy who's never had nothing more than like disrespect from that ugly white man not white man, that ugly old man who took him in and, just kind of enslaved him. A bad audience can ruin a movie, with any movie, but this movie in particular, yeah, I was like, ew, like, are you really that down bad? But this has turned into a whole nother tangent. I apologize for that. But yeah, going forth, the OST when Rize pushed Denji into the pool was so good. The piano, I mean, are we serious here? Whoever's producing the music, it was amazing. Crazy reveal when Rize was stated from Beam that she was the bomb devil. Throughout the whole movie, and I kind of like, got spoiled from the movie poster. That girl was with the bomb on her head was wearing the same clothes as Rize. But throughout the whole movie, I love the subtle foreshadowing. Her collar is zoomed into it multiple times. It's literally like a grenade hook or whatever you call it, a grenade ring, if you can call it that. And like the way she transforms is so freaking dope. I mean, she just goes like, she has my favorite transformation out of all the devils in Chainsaw Man. Not that we've seen many hybrids. Number 1 goes to her, number 2 goes to Denji, and number 3 goes to Katana Man. That's all the characters I can think of so far who can transform. But the fact that she can literally just like explode her head is crazy. First of all, I want to say Beam was the GOAT for saving Denji from Rize. I love Beam so much. He's such a funny guy, such a like ride or die optimistic dude. And we had him sprinkled in throughout this beginning portions, especially when it was introduced to Denji, Lord Chainsaw Man. Super wholesome, funny. I love him. And then there we have it. It's just straight action from there. As soon as Rize is revealed to be the Bomb Devil, she literally just like, goes crazy. I love her flying animation. First of all, I'd say this movie has my favorite action sequence of all of recent years and many, many years. I've never seen such a crazy fight. I mean, when they're fighting all around, like, the urban city area, it was crazy. And there was this moment where Denji was kind of being revived. And they played one of the endings of Chainsaw Man from season 1, and it was one of my favorite endings. So I was so hyped. It was that rock and roll one. Amazing. And then just the soundtrack overall, the sound design, the bombs, it felt like my ears were being bombed, but it was well worth the risk of going deaf because it was peak. Yeah, just like when you thought the freaking Sakuga action was over, it just kept going. It kept going. And that's one of the things that with this movie stuck to me. It felt so fast. I looked at this airtime, it looked like an hour and 47 minutes. I was like, okay, I might be in here for a while, let me try and get comfy. But next thing I knew, the movie was over. It just flew by. It doesn't feel like I sat there for an hour, if that makes sense. It feels like such a well-paced, like you get dived into the world of Chainsaw Man. All the characters, by the way, I haven't said this. They did a good job panning around the different characters from Aki to the Violence Devil to Angel. Kind of gotten a glimpse of Angel's backstory with like this girl, probably from his original village, whom he probably slaughtered, so that kind of made him depressed and kind of wanted to die and not do anything. But going on about that scene, it was crazy when Aki just like grabbed his hand. That was such a powerful moment because, as we know, Aki only has 2 years left to live. So minus 2 months is 22 months left to live. And to do that for, what's the math? 1/10, 1/12 of your lifespan just for this person you don't even know. And by the way, mind you, in the beginning of the movie, Aki said to the Angel Devil, I can't see myself being friends with this guy. I don't like this guy at all. His work ethic, when there's a human dying, he was like, oh, I'm too lazy. I don't want to end him. So Aki had to go in himself and end that person's misery. And he was like, yeah, I can't see myself being friends with you. But despite that, he can see the good in the Angel Devil because I'm sure that Angel Devil has went through traumatic things as well. And Aki has the most sympathy, is one of the most sympathetic characters in this show because as Himeno said from season 1, he was like one of the only ones who cried when people died. I mean, when that even caused Denji to have like a whole like crisis because he was like, do I have a heart? Because I didn't cry when Himeno died, so what's there to it? Well, Aki is just like a really good guy. I mean, rest in peace to his brother. Like seriously, his whole family got annihilated. But this is going back to season 1. But yeah, the action sequence, oh my god. Beam just being rid by Lord Chainsaw Man, and he was going crazy in the cyclone. I'd say just Rize bombing around everywhere too. That one animation sequence where everything went orange and she started like fighting. Crazy. And then the end credit scene like just left a hole in me. Like literally on the way home, I just felt empty. Literally. Because they would have been such a cute couple. Like, she was almost gonna go ahead and be alone, but she turned back around and freaking Makima, man. I hate her so much now. I actually do. She's actually like horrible. Cause mind you, I don't read the manga. I read the manga to recap up to the movie. I saw it was like chapter 38 to stop. So I didn't know anything after season 1 of Chainsaw Man. And she probably coerced the Angel Devil to force him to help her, because I'm sure he's not the type of guy to do that. He doesn't even care. Or maybe he does. He might be a villain. I don't know. I really don't. Also, I want to say that final scene where Rize was walking, the parallels between her walking in the beginning, where she was walking and Denji was waiting for him, and she was walking again and she was walking and Denji was waiting for him, except this time she was the one who, she showed her true self basically. And like, ooh, such a well-written moment. Like, just so subtle the way they reused the sequence but changed it up. When she revealed that, oh, she never went to school too, was crazy because in the beginning, towards the slice of life segments, she kept like saying, oh, it was weird that he never went to school and had to be a devil hunter and got the minimum. Like, that's the minimum. And it's crazy because now that I'm thinking about it, she's the exact same. She's kind of reflecting on how crazy public safety is, how crazy this world with devils has caused the humans to go for such desperate measures. I mean, seriously, when she just like died and was looking at Denji, I was like, oh my god, Denji, if you only turned around, man. Like, put an air tag on her or something. We are in the modern world, jeez. Makima needs to go. She does. I know she might be this character where she does evil for the greater good, but I don't like that, because why do we need to do any evil at all? you know? Yeah, maybe I'm biased because, I really loved Rize's character. I also did see the post-credit scene. Really cute, wholesome. Denji and his flower eating self. Can you eat flowers? I don't know. Power came in and had a cute, wholesome interaction with him after she had her blood drained from Makima because she can overdose on blood and become shy. I don't know. She said she would become more bold, but she seemed shy in the beginning. But other than that, yeah, that's like I kind of ran through my entire thought process, most of it at least. 10 out of 10 movie, easily. That was a very good movie. More importantly, make sure you guys have a nice day. Peace out, y'all.